Hey, welcome back. We're back in Timberborn, and today we finally got the newest update. We're now on 3.4, and that brings some changes to the colony that we're gonna have to figure out. One, I noticed they changed the forest hauling upgrade, so now instead of entering down below, they enter way up here. Not sure why, but okay, I guess we'll deal with that. Which from here should not be too bad. I can probably do something like this. There we go. We'll say that those are very important, so we get those going. Then down here, I could run platforms from here, or I could just come around from this side. Let's see. Let's first get platforms in. Let's do a 2 here and another one here. You know what? I could probably replace this with a bridge and save myself some platforms since I'm a little low on them at the moment. Let's do a bridge here. Can we fit in one in the middle? Nope, does not look like it. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then we have got our connector piece. Can we put that in there? Nope, it does not want to let me attach this to the end of the bridge, so we'll just do that. There we go. Save ourselves a little bit right there. Make sure once again they are all of fairly high priority. Down here, let's connect these up with some bridges. 2. There's our platform again, right in the middle. There we go. Now, can we do a platform the other way, or maybe a bridge? We can't do bridge because it has to be a double there. So we'll do this and that. Get in these. And a couple of small bridges. There we go. We'll say these are fairly important as well. They can start work on those. Something else I'd like a little bit higher priority is these over here. I'd like for them to get to work on all of this. They've got those in. Let's get these in. Oh, that one's not going to work now that I look at it. So let's toss in. Where's our power? There we go. Toss in a connector piece right there. Also a little higher on the priority chart. We'll get them going. Eventually we'll get this in here as well. This one here, since we have the option, we might just take this out. And we don't really need the tapper shack. That was in there just for the haulers. So let's see. Can we put in village jobs? We put in a harvester's cottage. We'll need to take out the 2 trees behind it, I think. Or will I need to move this up one? It's hard to tell. Let's find an empty space and we'll figure out how these new ones work. So let's say we set up one of these, put this out of the reach of everything else. I put up one of these here. Now, if I put in a forester right here along the front, I'm guessing the tower won't go in there. Nope, they probably have to be aligned slightly differently. Forester there. And then does this go on top? Like so. Okay, so now the buildings are misaligned. Well, that's wonderful. Okay, well, we'll come back over here and rebuild a couple of things. Let's see. We want these taken out. And let's say that's high priority because I would like that to go. And we'll also take out this one lone pine since we don't need it anymore. Take you out of there. And now let's do a little bit of rebuilding. Oh, what do we... There we go. All right, so we need the forester, but it needs to be set back one. Then we need a gatherer, which can go here. And then we need our hauler's post, which is right here. And well, how do they get in there if... Because you can't put anything here. So how are they supposed to get in there? That doesn't make any sense. Maybe if I switch it around and put it on there backwards? This is very strange. Let's see. We'll put you here. And then we will put the gatherer here. And can I put the tower facing the other way? No, the only way the tower can face is the front here. But the entrance is blocked by the item itself. Well, that's not a great change. Okay, well, we will put this stuff back. You know what? We're just going to leave it for now. We'll come back. Maybe that'll get fixed or we'll figure something out on that. Here's one more tower, our original tower. I'm going to take that out and we're going to toss in some ugly staircase ladder things. There we go. And we'll say those are both high priority. That should work for now. And we'll even put a path in there just so they can get up there. And there we go. We'll let them build that. We'll get some more haulers out of there too. They do have our 3 dynamite that we set up last time. So I'm going to go ahead, get rid of those. Let's toss in another clockwork building. We're going to do the logs because I think those are the only ones that don't require glass. Yeah, the other 2 require glass. So let's do that one. Yep, we'll get those for some extra logs. Then we need a couple of these. No, not those. How about these? There we go. A couple of these. Then, once again, we're going to need the double. And the single. And toss in some power here. 1 power for you. And let's grab the path. Come on through here. Actually, we need ladders. There we go. Put the ladders that way. Connect the ladders in. 1 extra one for right here. And there we go. That should do everything that we needed to do. We'll just have to wait for them to hook it up. Now, as for the power, here I don't think enough power is getting stored for droughts and bad tides. We seem to be making enough power, but just barely. So what I want to do is we're going to try and drop another gravity battery in here. I am going to, first of all, let's see. We need to toss down some dynamite. We're going to use the big dynamite here and just lower another place all the way down here. I'm hoping it doesn't affect the river's flow too much, but we'll see. We're still lacking on the scaffoldings, so I'm going to go ahead and make maybe a couple more of these. And we'll make those, you know what, we'll leave them where they're at, because they're going to have to make those eventually anyway, And then maybe we can catch up on the scaffoldings just a bit. I noticed I've got some spare dynamite, so we're going to go ahead and use a little bit of it here to keep flattening out this area up here. We're going to get rid of that. Do a little dynamiting up here. There we go. And I think I'm also going to say, let's stop planting these for now. We are going to need the space, and it doesn't look like we need... No, we have 3,500 cabbages. So all the cabbages that we should need, barring any disastrous event from cabbages. So once we remove that, we can remove this whole layer with dynamite too. We've got our dynamite in here, and it looks like we're making about 1,600 power or so. So let's take these out and see if that affects that rate very much. I'm hoping it doesn't. It's just got to fill back up, and then it'll start flowing back through again. Keep an eye on it. 12, 13, 14, 15. It's close enough. Yeah, it's right back where it was. So let's keep dynamiting this. There we go. And then we'll try and put another one of these gravity batteries in here. But I think we're going to have to reroute it. I might do that during this upcoming drought, though, so that I can easily hook it up and make sure we don't lose any power that we would have gained otherwise. There's that first layer done, so let's take that out of there. There we go. We'll remove all this road up here. Here we go. Get rid of you, and then we'll come back through and tell them to put all the dynamite in there as well. It's looking like I'm not going to need these extra mushroom growers that I added at some point, so we're going to take those out of there. And I'm not 100% sure I need all the mushroom growers that I have right now, so I'm going to pause too and keep an eye on our mushroom supply, see if it goes down. If it doesn't, I'll know that I can get rid of those as well. Well, there we go. All 4 of our drills are now up and running. Should be bringing in tons of supplies, which means I can change this mine back. First of all, we'll get some quartz so we can fill back up our quartz storage there. And then we'll change it probably to water at the end of the day. I'm going to go ahead and put this back to regular so that we can get... In fact, it might be a little bit higher, just so we can get this in here, and we can have our scrap metal, our glass, and various other things that this can build. But while we're up here, let's take a look and see what else we can move. I would like, let's see, where are our primitive, what are they? Primitive ironworks? Yep, let's grab one of those. We're going to put them up here as well, since there's no building that makes the stuff that they make, which is kind of odd. So you have to stick with the primitive stuff. So let's move you around this way. There's another one. There's 4. And that one can go there. There we go. There we go. We'll put a road there and one right down there. Now let's set these up. Let's go with 2 tools. A saw blade. Don't think we're going to need more than that on saw blade, so we'll leave the rest as fasteners, and we'll adjust them depending on what we send out. In the meantime, though, I'm not going to need these, so we're just going to go ahead and get rid of all of these. These we really don't need anymore, so we're going to just redo the whole downtown here, it looks like. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Is there anything in here? Nope. Anything in here? Nope. Then I would like to get rid of this little part right here. So let's toss in a platform, maybe a nice side platform here so they can get over. And we'll do some dynamite. Here we go. Couple of dynamite there, and that will cut off the edge there. This doesn't really benefit us in any way, so let's take that out of there. There we go. We'll let them work on that for a while. Our second hauling upgrade is finally working again. They still need to work their way towards this one. Let's see how this one down here is doing. They've got that one in, and we don't have this one anymore because I haven't figured out how we're going to deal with that one quite yet, but at least we've got some of them back, and we're getting some of the haulers back as well. Now that the drought's here, I'm going to go ahead, remove this. That should stop that for just a minute. We'll go ahead and get in our universal. There we go. 1, 2. Actually, do I need universal? Because I would just like them to... Let's see if we can get those in there, and then will you sit on top of that? You sure will, for some extra power. And then let's get in power. We need you to go up this way. Then we can do one of these. And then just... Actually, that should be touching, so they should be okay there. I'm going to pause that so they can get to those. In fact, that one might be hard to get to if that one's not paused. So we'll let that go. I would like that, though, to be super high priority. Anything else? Because I don't want to lose our backup power for the water here. Well, they've got this done, so let's go ahead and take that out of there. And we'll run a path back just to make sure that they can get all of the rest of these. And I think I'm just going to fill these with more red grapes, just so we always have them. As for this, I'm going to tell them to go ahead and take all of it out. And whatever they get to, great. Whatever they don't get to, that's fine too. Well, they've got our battery set up over here, so let's get rid of these. There we go. And, oh, looks like there's more down at the bottom. I don't know how much farther down that goes. Let's find out if that's the bottom or not. That is the bottom. So that one needs one more. If we unpause this, though, we should have plenty of extra energy stored up, at least in this. So that means that next time we should have enough power to hopefully fill these up and keep them running the whole time. I just realized I left my forester out here, and it's the one replanting these trees, so I'm going to get that back in real quick, even if I don't have an answer yet for what to do with the hauler in this area. So we're just going to put that in. We're going to say, let's get him taken care of, and we'll make sure to get somebody in there. Looks like we've got extra people anyway. The good news over here is we don't need these 2 mushroom growers. So I'm going to get rid of those 2. And let's see. I'm not sure I need... This is still... Nope, that's a tapper shack. There's a forester. Are we cutting down some of these pine trees? Yeah, let's not do that. Are all of these guys... I don't think I need these guys anymore, so let's go there. Those 2 can stay. That's fine. In fact, that should be able to take care of those trees pretty easily. So let's redo these as well. I think those were there because originally our brambles were here and it was taking the entirety of the wood felling lodge to take care of that, but now I don't think they'll need quite so many people. They've got this patch of dynamite in, so let's go ahead and take that out of there. There we go. Looks like they took out a lot of the cabbages as well, so we'll just draw a road over there so they can get to it. Let's take out this road and continue on leveling this. There we go. We'll put our grapes in there so that we could have plenty of grape juice, which hopefully gets turned into wine eventually. Another section over here is done, so we'll go ahead plant our grapes there. Looks like they've got all of this out of there, so we can probably put a large field of dynamite right here. Let's just get all of that out of there. There we go. We'll leave that road and we'll come back and fix it later. Since our industrial area over here obviously needs a lot more power now, I'm going to start a project to get some power from here. I think we might turn this whole mountain into some kind of solar charging area. We will have the foundry soon, which should let us do that. So now we just have to level out the area to be able to put in the solar panels. But that might take a couple episodes, so let's at least get the groundwork done for it. We're going to start by leveling this off here. We've got some dynamite going in there. We are going to have to leave kind of a ring around here so that the water goes this way. We don't want it running back here and flooding everything. But we can level a lot of this off, probably down to this level right here, and then hook up a whole bunch of solar panels whenever we can start making them. Speaking of solar panels, it looks like our high temperature foundry is in, which is good. They've gotten started on the scrap metal, and it looks like the scrap metal is just slightly behind since we took out all those other smelters. It probably fell a little bit behind, and since we didn't have drills, there wasn't anything they could make in their off time, but I'm hoping if I put priority on all of these, that our haulers will come over and take care of these for us, move stuff around. It looks like we need a little bit of coal, but the drills should bring that in here before too long. We'll let our scrap metal fill up, and then we'll switch over to maybe glass and the silicone metal ingots that we're going to need for the solar panels. We've got all our dynamite in over here. Nice explosion. However, I don't think I need this anymore, so I'm going to go ahead, take this out of here. We're going to take these out. Oops, I thought I took that out of there. Maybe? Oh, there's a path on it. I forgot. Let's do that. We'll get you out of there. There we go. And then let's just say, let's mark all of this for demo, so they'll get those out of there. Let's take out the road. There we go. Eventually, they'll be able to get all of this. And we'll put in a little bit of dynamite all along here. Some of it they may be able to get to. Some of it they might not. But let's go ahead and put that in there. And then once this levels out, we'll probably redo the path through the middle here. And then maybe set up something like the irrigation tower to help speed up some growth in this area. Thanks to our GMO lab, we're finally getting in some berries. We've got a decent amount coming in from both. I'm hoping that our firefly juice keeps up. We're trying to keep up on the frozen human meat, but we don't really have much of a locker for that at the moment. So we're just trying to do what we can. However, since we have berries, we can easily start to make couple more cooking houses here. There we go. We'll toss those in. Give us a couple more ladders. And here, let's see. We are going to need to set you to the cereal bars. And I'm going to set the top one also to cereal bars. So we have plenty of those. Let's get some storage in here for some of the stuff they're going to need. Let's do that. So we're definitely going to need berries here. Berries it is. And we're going to need a place to store the cereal bars. There we go. What else do you need for cereal bars? That's a good question. Let's do cooking house. So cereal bars, you need rice. You need a little bit of everything. And there's a little bit of everything around here. If it comes down to it, we'll add some more storage area in here. But those should be good for now. Our downtown renovation looks like it's gone pretty well, so we can take those out. We'll detonate that out of there. We can get rid of that because we won't need it. This all looks very good. So we'll come back to this when we clean out more of the downtown area. Over here on our just beginning solar power project, they've got a couple of the dynamite in here, so we'll take that out. Looks like they're not going to need these stairs. They can finish this off and then we'll continue leveling. Over here they've got plenty of dynamite in as well, so let's go ahead and take all this out. There we go. That let that green spread out a little bit. That's good. And now we will simply, well, I want a road right here. There we go. Just so I remember to put it in. And now we are going to come in here. Actually, let's remove this road here. There we go. Yep. We're going to get in more single dynamite here. And we're going to keep leveling this off. We've got a decent amount of dynamite, so I'm not too worried about the number of dynamite that we have at the moment. We're eventually going to need to level this off, so let's just go ahead and take those out of there as well. These strange outcroppings, and we'll let them put all that dynamite in. Definitely think we need to start looking more into our lotus. We're not doing the best with them, so I'm going to go ahead and try to work on expanding this along with all the other projects that we have going on. First one I'd like to start, though, is I'd like to take that out, and we'll see if they can reach over there. They should be able to reach over there. We're going to try and expand a lot of this area maybe into more lotus farming. The top of the solar mountain is done, so we'll go ahead, toss in some more dynamite here. There we go. We'll get all of that in there. Those we're going to leave, so I'm actually going to toss roads on top of there so I don't accidentally blow those up, because that does seem like something that I would possibly do. So we'll go ahead, we'll put that in there, let them take care of that. Then over here, they've got quite a bit of this dynamite in as well, so let's go ahead, take care of this, get all their hard work here taken care of. We've got a little bit more flat land, looks good. Now we can take all this out. There we go. For now, let's just make some stairs across here until we figure out how we're going to change all of this. They can come over and put that in. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to come around this just a little bit, connect it in. They can walk around here and put all of these in as well to help get that leveled out. And then we're going to need, you know what, right where that's at is about where I want to put the tower. So we'll let them do a little bit more dynamite there before we worry too much about it. They got this dynamite in already, so let's go ahead, do that. We'll fill it with lotus, and that'll be just a little bit more there. Looks like everything else is finally done. Our hauling upgrades finally have paths to them, so they're looking good. We're still waiting on anvils for this, so we definitely need to up that production, but I think they're waiting on coal, which in all honesty, our drills should take care of that here before too long. We've got plenty of dirt coming in now, so hopefully that means we'll be able to build those blocks a little bit faster. waste rocks are keeping up, so I'm not too worried about it. It looks like these guys need some cauldrons, so I just have to wait for a couple of cauldrons to get made so that we can get that taken care of. Eventually, we're going to level out this mountain too, and I am hoping to move a lot of this over to there. So I think that's going to do it for this time. We've just got some catch up to do on the patch and a couple of changes here. We should be getting going at a pretty good pace. Hopefully we'll get some new water stuff in here once we get the power stuff in, and we can switch out a lot of this stuff for some more industry. But that's kind of where we're going with all of this. But as always, just want to say thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.